Hey guys, it's Sunday, February 9th. This is Matt from Two Way Cops, and apparently somebody said there's something about some kind of football game going on today.
You off gallivant with your fancy foosball friends at school?
I don't watch football, so I really don't care. Figured it'd be a good day to go to the range. So I grabbed the old 308 Jakl here and decided to go out and do some accuracy testing with it. Unfortunately, apparently there's other people out there like me who don't care about football, because where I wanted to shoot at the range was unfortunately occupied by multiple people. I did get down to a 100-yard line by myself, was able to do some shooting. You'll notice the gun has a different optic on it than it had last time. Last time I just had a red dot on it with a 3x magnifier, flip-up magnifier. This is an Arken EP8 1:8 LPVO. This 14.5-inch 308 seemed like an appropriate gun for an LPVO. I've got one of Arken's 5-25s on my 308 AR. So I wanted to give one of their LPVOs a go. If you've not heard of Arken optics, they are a inexpensive optic line, but they have got really nice Japanese glass in them. A lot of light transmission. The glass is nice and clear. The 5-25 they're both first focal plane. They've got a lot going for them for very low price. And in keeping with my cheap bastard persona, I decided to give one of these a shot on here. In addition to the Arken optic that I swapped out here, you may or may not, depending on how good your eyes are, catch a couple other changes. I threw in a Magpul ESK ambi safety, and then I also threw in a Geissele SDC trigger. I absolutely love the SDC. Hard to beat a Geissele, and I love the flat face, and I like two-stage triggers, so the SDC is my go-to. And then in addition to that, I've got a Unity vertical forend here. I just use it as a hand stop. And then on top of that, I've got this light, which is a combination of a bunch of things. It is a Malkoff head, an Arasaka body, and a Surefire tape switch and tail cap. So I am still really digging this gun. Granted, it weighs a little bit more now that I've got some stuff on it than it did the first time we took it out and shot it. Real quickly, I want to thank my sponsors. First up is going to be Boise Black Rifle. Yes, I work there, but they also do a lot to help me out with these videos, including supplying ammo. Secondly, I'd like to thank US Law Shield. US Law Shield is prepaid legal service. If you carry a gun for self-defense, you should have some sort of attorney available to you. US Law Shield gives you that attorney. If you get in a self-defense shooting, you use any kind of force for self-defense, it is absolutely imperative to have an attorney available to you. Talk to them before you talk to the cops. I say that as a retired cop. It's never going to hurt you to have an attorney available. And US Law Shield's not going to break the bank. They have plans that are affordable on almost any budget. So US Law Shield, huge thanks to them. It's because of them and Boise Black Rifle that I am able to still afford to do this. Took this thing out, set it up at the 100-yard line, and got it zeroed really quickly, just using some cheap 147 grain milsurp ammo, just GI stuff. And with that, it was shooting, I didn't actually measure the groups, but it was shooting in the neighborhood of 3.5 to 4 inch groups with the 147 grain milsurp stuff. Then I decided to see what kind of groups I could put down. You'll see some video here. I'm gonna throw it in, loop it in from while I was actually shooting. Let me preface this with one, I'm not a fantastic 100-yard target shooting guy. I have shot some nice groups that I'm proud of. Like I think my best was about a 1/2 inch group with a 5.56 gun of mine. But I'm not that precision target shooting dude. So take that one grain of salt. The other one is going to be it was 25 degrees out where I was shooting. So cold. I couldn't feel my hands by the end of the shooting session. So the gun is probably capable of better groups than what I shot, but let's take a look at what I shot. All right, so the first thing I shot after zeroing the gun with the 147 grain milsurp stuff was some 168 grain cellular and bellet, but that I managed to put down a 1.967 inch group of five round group. The group shifted up and to the left. Every group I shot shifted up and to the left from the 147. Some of them shifted more. So after I shot the S&B, the next group that I shot, it was some PMC X-Tac. It is 168 grain open tip match with Sierra projectiles. And that group, I shot a 4.118 inch group. So not great. It opened up quite a bit from the 168 grain S&B. So the next ammo that I used was Federal Premium 175 grain Sierra Match King ammo. And that, I don't know exactly what size group it is. This is saying it's a 4.5 inch group. One of the rounds, you can kind of see it in the image there, is off the paper. I have no idea where it was. I just put it at the edge of the board because there was no hole in the board. It had to be off the board. So it shot over a 4.5 inch group. It was not a big fan of that ammo. I will say I was really surprised the Federal gold medal match was really lightly loaded powder wise. I had to open up the gas port knob. I had to open it up 3 notches over every other round of every other ammo that I shot out there. Everything else functioned on, I think it's the 3rd or 4th notch from closed, and with the Sierra gold medal match, I had to open it up almost fully. I think I was 1 notch from full open. So it was ejecting okay. It was just not cycling the gun hard enough to pick up the next round. Everything else, like I said, every other round out there I shot didn't have an issue. The ammo after that was Hornady 178 grain boat tail hollow point. And the Hornady shot a 3.38 inch group. The Hornady, I had 3 rounds actually touching and 2 others that were flyers. I don't know if the flyers are due to me and the cold, because this is my 3rd box plus how many ever rounds it took me to zero the gun. It was definitely getting to me at that point. Like, I can still feel it, and it's a whopping 48 degrees here in my shop. The Hornady did pretty good. I was pretty impressed with the fact that I had those 3 rounds touching. And the last thing I shot was some Winchester M118, and it is 175 grain Sierra Match King boat tail hollow point projectiles. So that put down a 3.485 inch group. And again, all these drifted up and to the left. So honestly, I'm kind of happy that it liked the S&B, because of all the ammo that I shot today, it's by far the cheapest. So again, in keeping with the cheap bastard thing that I got going on, it works out very well for me. Sorry, I'm putting my hands in my pockets. It's freaking cold out here. My plan after zeroing this thing at 100 and figuring out what ammo it liked was to take it and move over to a different range that has out to 980 yards, and just to see what I could do with it on steel at various distances. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. I did not get over there, didn't get to shoot any of that. The reports I'm seeing that this is going to be a 3 to 4 MOA shooting gun seem to be pretty accurate. My best group was in the 2s, and with cheap ammo. So it is definitely not a precision rifle. But 2 to 4 MOA is absolutely usable in a battle rifle. So just don't pretend like you're a sniper. especially with a hostage. So anyway, it's going to be a real short video today. That's it.